In this video, we will practice the program based on sum of series. Okay, there is a program in which you have to calculate and print the sum of given series, and the series is from 1 to 19, alternate numbers from 1 to 19 you have to add, and you have to store the sum of these numbers, this series, into S. Then you need to display the sum. Okay, class we have taken, then function. You don't write in short in your copies or in examination or in project files. Okay, otherwise you will be not getting full marks. Then one variable integer type I have taken, and I have initialized this variable s, which I have taken to store the sum of the series by 0. Now we need these numbers, okay, to add. So for this I have written this loop from 1 to 19 and the increment of 2, I equals to I plus 2. You can also use shorthand operator here. You can write I plus equal to 2. That will be equivalent. Okay. So from 1 to 19 we are getting numbers. Firstly we will get 1, then 1 plus 2, 3, then 3 plus 2, 5, and this is the series. Okay. So for this series, for the number of the series, we have written this loop. We are getting the numbers in I and we are adding the value of I into S. We are storing the sum of the numbers of the series into S. Okay, so S equals to S plus I. Why we have initialized this variable? We are going to use this here. So for the first time when this will be adding S plus I will be 1, S will be nothing. So how can we add two numbers? How can we add two variables when one is without any value? Okay, so this variable must be initialized before using here. So I have initialized with 0. Okay, so S plus I, 0 plus 1, S will store for the first time when the loop will execute, it will store 1. Then I will be plus 2, 3. Again condition is true. It will add 1 plus, now S is having 1, 1 plus 3. Then the value of this will be 4. Then 3 plus 2, 5. So 4 plus 5. Okay, like this you will be getting the sum of this series in the variable S. Now after closing this loop you will be printing the sum of series, not in the loop. Okay, as you don't have to print the intermediate results, you have to print the final sum of series that you will be getting after closing the loop. Okay, so SOPLN, sum of series, equals to S. Now suppose you have another program. Write a program to display the sum of series, and the series is from 1 to n terms. Okay, here the limit is not known. Okay, so you will be taking, if there is any variable in the series, okay, you must know the value of that. So if you are not having initially, then you have to ask from the user. So 1, 2, 3, it means there is a series, okay, in which we are getting the numbers by adding 1. The next number by adding 1. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. But till n terms. So what is the value of n? If n is 5, then you will be calculating the sum till 5. If n is 10, then you will be calculating till 10. Up to 10 terms. So we have to take the value of n from the user. I am taking as function parameter at runtime. So in this program, the initial value, starting value, and the end value both were known to us. So the loop was I equals to 1 to 19. Okay, but in this case this limit end value is not known to us. Okay, so we will be taking this value from the user here. Class function at runtime, we will be asked for the value of n. Okay, so we will write a loop from 1 to n here. The end value is n. Whatever the value of n, it will execute up to that. S, the rest of the coding will be same. S equals to 0, S equals to S plus I. This loop will execute till n. And after loop execution, we are printing the final value of sum of series over here. Okay. You need to practice more and more programs based on sum of series or to print series also, as you will be getting these kind of programs in class 10th and in 9th finals also.